Hi guys, welcome to this week's youth group live stream. We are so excited to have you guys here. We have lots of fun videos and a fun game planned by Alexis, and then Matt is speaking along with worship. So go ahead and watch this funny video, and we'll be right back.
Sniff, stop, sniff, stop!
I understand nothing.
No! God, please, no! 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 I am in escape street! I love this woman! The stress of my modern office has caused me to go into a depression. I'm gonna kill myself!
You cheated on me when I specifically asked you not to?
I declare bankruptcy!
I am running away from my responsibilities.
I feel like all my kids grew up and then they married each other.
I have cause. It is because I hate him.
Where are the turtles? Where are they?
Would I rather be feared or loved? Easy, both. I want people to be afraid of how much they love me.
Okay guys, so we're playing Jenga.
Yeah, so we're playing Jenga, and I didn't look at the most recent answers on the poll that we did on the story of who you think between me and Sarah is better at Jenga. But the last time I checked, I was winning. I don't think that's real life, but we will see. So yeah, we're just gonna play Jenga. We're gonna do speed round. So we each have to do 2 blocks instead of 1 on our turn. And we're going to start with Thomas, and we're going to go this way.
Oh, so I go last?
Yeah.
Okay, Thomas, you have to grab 2. Don't knock it down the first time. That would really suck.
That would make this so quick.
You're on the top. I didn't touch it. Chill out. Good job. Okay, Alexis, your turn.
It's just a cool bow.
Yes. Okay.
Let's go, Sarah.
How funny would it be if I...
Just knocked it over. After I was screaming
I grabbed
at you
the
guys.
hardest. Okay, Thomas is sitting here whisper yelling at me because I keep touching the table. Barely. Thomas, if I'm gonna lose, then let me lose. I don't need your sass. Why? Why not
Thomas.
that one? Because you want me to lose?
Thomas, we need to chill.
Maybe. Maybe Thomas was right. It's fine. Whee!
Ooh.
Yeah, buddy.
Spicy. This is a combination of 2 different Jenga games, by the way, because we found a bin of Jenga pieces.
Alexis just skips Thomas.
Thomas doesn't
Thomas.
exist.
Okay, I will do my 2 now.
Don't do that. He was about to take the bottom one.
I just want you guys to know that before we started this game, Thomas looked at us both and he was like, "At least you guys have normal-sized hands." Thomas,
Thomas, why would you do that? Yeah. No.
Okay.
You know it's not. Oh yeah, never mind. Now
It's not my turn yet.
Oh my goodness. Oh my.
I'm gonna be the one that loses, like you guys said. I can just feel it.
if they come back from this, I'll be very upset. I was really hoping it didn't get to that point.
Ooh! Look at that.
That needs.
Sister, you almost just screwed yourself.
Boom. 1.
Ooh. Do you
Sister, more like screwing you guys over because
Oh
if I get this one out, y'all have to pull him out.
oh my gosh.
Boom, and you thought I was gonna lose.
It's my turn.
Thomas, you
Okay,
got
Thomas.
yourself into this mess.
You can do it. We believe in you.
Oh man. No.
Alexis,
You have to knock it down on your turn. I don't want to deal with this.
I don't either. One of you needs to lose.
Thomas, lose. Take him for the team.
If I wiggle
Did
the
you just
table,
shush me?
if I wiggle the table and he's touching it, technically he loses. Okay, so ready? Alexis.
Remember that week that
you, Matt.
you totally cheated in that game of Peanut Butter Face, and Matt still said that you won?
That's because I did win. You're supposed to play smarter, not harder. Okay? Is it cheating to take that one?
Yeah.
Okay, I won't do that. 3 down?
And just like
I don't know what
oh
to
my gosh,
do.
have you seen like those like they take the tablecloth? Yeah. Oh, I thought you were gonna go for it for a second.
No.
Sarah's like, watch me finesse this.
Come on. Oh yeah.
All right, Thomas.
Boom. Okay, you guys, this like whole
Oh man.
And you guys thought I was gonna lose.
Do you see this right here?
It's like
That was
slowly
how
twisting.
stable my mental health was in high school.
It's like slowly twisting. Thomas, you can do this.
Thomas Chamberlain, if you. Nope, just me.
That's because you don't want to lose.
Is there commentary from Matt over there? Just making sound.
Nope, Thomas. You're about to lose. Don't take that.
Do it, Thomas. Why are you
I'm on
helping
your
him?
side, Thomas.
I'm not on your side, Thomas. Thomas!
Good job, Thomas. Okay, Alexis.
Yep.
Your turn.
You know, she's gonna do it, and then you're gonna be really upset. 'Cause
That
you were
is
helping
true.
me out.
I don't know. It could go either way.
There's so many good spots you could do that will
Oh,
just
man.
help, but this base is just a piece of crap. Ooh.
Oh no.
If I succeed in this next one, how upset will you be?
Not that upset. Okay, a little bit upset. Stop moving the table, Alexis.
If you don't make this ball, I'm upset.
No! Oh my gosh.
Hey,
Oh,
Thomas.
Thomas, go. Have you guys ever tried playing Jenga with like people who like study architecture?
No.
It's the worst.
Have you?
Don't do yes. You hate Thomas. I think you should go for that one.
Thomas, go for this one. Go for this one.
Thomas, go for this one. Yeah, Thomas, hurry
Thomas,
up.
you need to lose.
Thomas, just yank it.
That might have been. Oh. Was that your first or your second? This one's loose.
Why did
helped
you
you.
help him?
Right.
I don't know why. Technically, I committed.
You sleep, Sarah.
I'm just like trying to catch it. If it does fall. Oh no, he's got it. You got it in the bag, Thomas. You can do it.
Thespian rules. You can never have your back to the camera.
Yeah! Woo! Okay, Alexis.
It is my turn!
It is your turn. So, good luck.
Take this one. That one's actually somewhat decent.
This one right here.
All right.
Nope, it's done.
Bye-bye.
You're
Hey.
about to lose. Don't take that. Commit.
Can I put it back?
Oh! Stop! Hey!
Stop!
I can hear you.
Step back! Take a step back,
Go for it.
brother.
Don't do that. Don't do it to me. Okay.
It's getting closer and closer to my turn.
Oh no!
I'm like so wiggly. Ah! Don't breathe on me.
Going for the top ones.
Ooh. Now you know which two you have to do, Sarah.
It's gonna fall on me.
I would like to
I
thank
thought I had that in the bag.
I would like to thank my mom and my dad and my brother and the academy.
Thank you guys for watching us play this game. We're going to go into worship.
Just encourage each one of you guys tonight as we worship together to make these words your own. No place I'd rather be. No place I'd rather be. No place I'd rather be than here in your love, here in your love. No place I'd rather be. No place I'd rather be. No place I'd rather be than here in your love, than here in your love. No place I'd rather be. No place I'd rather be. No place I'd rather be than here in your love, than here in your love. No place I'd rather be. No place I'd rather be. No place I'd rather be than here in your love, than here in your love. Set a fire down in my soul that I can't contain, that I can't control. I want more of you, God. I want more of you, God. Set a fire down in my soul that I can't contain, that I can't control. I want more of you, God. I want more of you, God. Yeah. I want more of you, God. No place I'd rather be. No place I'd rather be. No place I'd rather be. No place I'd rather be than here in your love, than here in your love. No place I'd rather be. No place I'd rather be. No place I'd rather be than here in your love, than here in your love. Set a fire down in my soul that I can't contain, that I can't control. I want more of you, God. I want more of you, God. Set a fire down in my soul that I can't contain, that I can't control. I want more of you, God. I want more of you, God. Yeah. I want more of you, God. No place I'd rather be. No place I'd rather be. No place I'd rather be than here in your love, here in your love. All here in your love. Oh, your love. We sing worthy. Worthy of every song we could ever sing. Jesus, the name above every other name. Jesus, the only one who could ever save. Worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. Oh, we live for you. is none besides you. Open up my eyes in wonder. Show me who you are and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love and those around me. Oh, lead me, Lord, lead me in your love, lead me in your love. God, help us to be led in your love each day. As we come in contact with people that, God, don't have the same beliefs that we do, the same ideals that we do, God, help us to be loving and compassionate. God, help our first response to always be forgiveness when someone wrongs us. God, let us be an example of your love each day, to be understanding, to be compassionate, all that was displayed for us on the cross. God, help us. Help us to be strong in these things. And God, may we be led through each circumstance and each day by your love. In your name we pray. Hey, everybody. We are excited to be here this evening. I'm excited to make a bit of an announcement. We will reiterate later on. But this Sunday, we are going to be going back to church. Right here in the room that we are seated in this evening, we are going to be having worship together. Pastor Dan will be preaching, and it's going to be an awesome Sunday. We're excited to be back in this building together for the first time in, I think, almost 3 months, basically to the day, I think. No, it's 3. I'm good at math. March to April, April to May, May to June. That's 3. And I'm going to give it 1 extra week because it was around March 14th. Anyway, still smarter than the people in this room. Just want you to know that. But we're excited to be in church this week. Excited to get to worship together, like we said. And again, we'll be having basically a normal service for us. Everybody will stay together. We will not do split off for like a youth time or whatever. It'll be just an hour-long service, though. So just come expecting and knowing that that's what it's going to look like. We've got these chairs kind of scattered all over the sanctuary. Actually, I'm going to do something fun real quick. Let's do that. I'm going to take our mobile camera here, and we're going to switch to it. But you guys can see our setup. We've kind of moved the chairs around and got that ready for this weekend. And all set up. We have to put everything 6 feet apart. We've got sanitizing stations and everything set up. We will, the bathrooms will be open. You're allowed to go to the bathroom. I had somebody ask me that question already. They're like, dude, an hour's still an hour. What if I got to go? You can go. But we hope that you guys are coming. And to do that, you need to let us know. So if you're wanting to come to church Sunday, and maybe you're not sure if your parents have signed up, because it is a sign-up that we're doing for it, you can DM us anytime on Instagram, and we can get you guys on that list if you're wanting to come by and come to church Sunday. So hit us up, let us know. The other thing, summer has begun. Technically, it begins, I believe, on Saturday. I think that's the first day of summer. It's either Saturday or Sunday. But summer is going to hit us really quick. Today it was like 73 degrees outside. And, dude, I think by Sunday, Thomas was telling me this morning, it's going to hit 90. We'll be out of church before it hits 90, by the way. But what? Now Sunday's 74. Tuesday's 90. Tuesday's 84. There's a whole bunch of conflicting information. The internet is a fickle place. And anyway, all that matters is tomorrow morning when you get up, it's going to get to 80. Unless somebody tells me different in the next 4 seconds. That's a lie. I don't believe what that was. Anyway, let's jump into stuff tonight.
We do have some seasons of change coming right now, and tonight our sermon is all about that, embracing change, whether that's summer, whether it's being able to get back to church. Maybe you guys, since the last time I was on here, you guys may have gone out to eat at a restaurant for the first time in forever. Congratulations. I'm a big Mexican food fan. And so I have been to a couple local places. My normal around town is probably La Roca. I go there a lot. My wife and I had some street tacos from Muchas Gracias the other day. We've been all over the place with that. Done Red Robin a couple times. I just noticed we've been eating out a lot. Anyway, but we were excited to get back to the norm of hanging out with friends and getting to do some of that while still being safe, for the most part, doing the social distance thing. Every now and then one of your friends forgets and gives you a hug, and, you just cross your fingers and pray. But we've enjoyed some of those liberties and freedoms coming back to us a little bit as we're moving forward in this amidst the pandemic. But tonight, I got a couple jokes for you as we kick into our sermon time. I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of this first one, so don't judge me, all right? I was looking up some jokes for my son this last week. I came up with these two, and he told me I should do this one. I'm blaming my son. It says, if you're feeling lonely during the quarantine, you should buy some stocks, because then at least you would have some company. That got a better response than I thought it would in this room. I like this one. Okay. A priest, a pastor, and a rabbi walk into a bar. Just kidding. All the bars are closed right now. Anyway. That's a good one. If you didn't catch it, it's good. That's true, actually. They're all open. But until he said that, it was funny. I'm sure... some of you guys have found, well, not some of you, I'm sure we've all had a little extra time on our hands during quarantine, and some of you have developed a new hobby. My son's new hobby is finding and telling people jokes, the same ones over and over again, endlessly. Strangers at the store, people that we've sat near in restaurants, random people just happen to be walking by our house in the evening. Everybody except for our intern Alexis, who babysits him 2 days a week. I don't think he likes her enough to tell her jokes. But he has been telling jokes a lot. So maybe you have been doing something like that. As we're jumping forward, I want to just encourage you to embrace the changes that have come and that are still coming, and to move forward in things as you're feeling safe and ready to do that, as your family, maybe adventures out for a vacation this summer and all that. Embrace the change. This is a time to embrace those things. They're coming fast and quick and heavy, and we need to embrace change as it comes to us. My little brother, when we were growing up, he was not an athlete at all. As much as I would have loved him to be one, he was not. And my brother would go out, and the different sports that we had him play, I think we tried some t-ball, baseball kind of thing first. I think he played a little bit of soccer. He did not care to play basketball at all, and then finally eventually I got him to play football. But when he was playing baseball, he was the typical right fielder picking daisies little kid. He did not give a crud what was going on in the game at all, and just kind of stared and looked at things. I caught him a few times. You could start to see some satellites and stuff as it was getting a little more twilight in the game hour, and he would count the satellites out in right field, that kind of thing. He did not get what was going on. He did not embrace the things around him, and he just kind of got lost in it all. And tonight, I want to just challenge you to not get lost in the time that we're in, and to embrace the changes that are going on around you, to embrace the moment that you have right now. My first point tonight is redeem the time. In just a moment, we're going to get down to Ephesians chapter 5, verses 15 through 17. So if you want to open up your Bible right now, I'll quote that text here in just a moment. Ephesians chapter 5, 15 through 17. God has made each of us for more than just sitting around at home. Okay, I know that's what it feels like you're doing all the time right now, but he has made you for more than that. He's made you to be productive and to do things. It may feel like everything around you, for the season of time has stopped. I'm glad we're starting to get out of that, but, a lot of you guys missed out on those spring sports. Just talking about my brother playing baseball. You haven't had the opportunity to do that. You haven't been able to hang out with friends like you're used to, missing people from school. We were talking earlier as a group, and those club activities and things that are part of school, people are missing out on. They're not getting to enjoy or didn't get to enjoy the spring. And your schedule seems free, and you've got a lot of time on your hands. Now is a time where we can redeem the time that we have. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15 through 17 says, "Be very careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity, because the days are evil. Therefore, do not be foolish, but understand what the Lord's will is." Thomas, in just a moment, if we could throw up that reference there, the Ephesians chapter 5 one on the screen. I'll come back to it. Just as a reminder where we were. Hi, guys. How's it going? If you heard what I said, I'm really sorry. And I'll buy you a Dutch Bros card if you don't tell anybody. Just kidding. It was fine. That passage that we just read from Ephesians instructs us to make the most of every opportunity. Another translation says that we are to redeem the time. Let's go back real quick to verse 15 again, there in chapter 5. "Be very careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity." It says in verse 16. Again, another translation states on that part that we are to redeem the time. So let's think about this together. What are some things that you are doing to make the most of the opportunity you have, to make the most of your free time, to make the most of this wide open schedule? Because you can go outside now. You can go do stuff. I've had a few friends of mine that I'd noticed they've got a little bit more time on their hands, and so they're out running, doing some physical exercise. I've got a buddy who is getting married in the next little while, and he has just decided that he's going to dedicate himself to losing weight and cleaning his house like a madman. So he sent me a picture the other day of him eating these horrible-looking kale chips, which just looked, I will be honest, they look horrible. And then you could see in the background that he had all these boxes, and it was just stuff that he was taking to Goodwill. What are you doing to make the most of your time? Have you reorganized or restructured your room, painted a wall, painted the entire room? Don't do black. You will always regret that. Do not paint it black. I know it sounds great. You're going to get lots of sleep and blah, blah, blah. Dude, don't do it. You'll have some nightmares. It's weird. Experience. But what are you doing with the opportunity you have with your time right now? We need to use the time that we have to do something great. In other words, be productive in this time of living in a new reality. Here's some different ideas. I was just talking about exercise. Get out and take some walks. My family and I have been doing this regularly. Dude, I hop on this awesome little Razor scooter all the time. And seriously, I do it all the time. It's so much fun. And me and my son have races, and we go out for a family walk. It's about it's probably like half or 3/4 of a mile that we do. And we'll go out to this one little area near our house. The kids play and have a good time. Usually at least one of them falls down off their bike or their scooter or whatever. We end up having to carry them back to the house. But we have a really good time on those family walks until somebody gets hurt. You could be working out however you do, if you want to go for a jog or for a walk, put in the earbuds, do the thing, lift some weights at your house, get creative in what that looks like. Do those things. Focus on physical health. That's never a bad thing. You could start a journal or a prayer journal. A way to remember your days, and also a way to remember your conversations with God. Those are great things to do. Make your own bucket list. The things that I will do before I die. I made my first one when I was like 15. I'll be honest with you, it's some pretty lofty goals on there. Some things that I'm never going to achieve. Few of them have passed me by already. But you can make a bucket list, big goals. Like if you want to travel and see the world. My sister had a bucket list, for instance, that included going to all 7 continents. My sister's been to 6 out of 7. Antarctica is going to come someday for her, but she's been to every other continent. Whatever you want yours to look like. Use the YouVersion Bible app. You could start a Bible reading plan. Super easy thing to do. It doesn't need to be more than just a few minutes out of your day. It'll send you reminders at a certain time if you want. Totally encourage you to look up YouVersion and just go through one of those Bible reading plans. They've got literally over 1,000 of those plans available to you at any given time. One of the things that I used to do, I grew up, I'll be honest, in a really boring community. I lived in a town of 350 when I was a teenager, and my grandma used to write me letters all the time to tell me how she was doing. And I know that sounds about as fun as I probably just made it sound, but my grandma used to do that. And when I get really bored, I'd write her back. We used to write grandma letters every now and then. I actually also used to write my now wife letters when I was like 13 and 14 years old. It didn't work. She wasn't super into it, and we didn't date for a long time. But that's another story for another time. But you could write family, friends letters. Take that time that you have, this extra right now, and do that stuff. Whatever sounds good and is productive. And really, I would just say anything that is promoting health, whether that's physical health, mental health, spiritual health, relationship health. Do those things. Be about those things. Those are all good things that God would have us be about right now. And take the opportunity. Make the most of those opportunities. The second thing that I would encourage you to do is to honor authority. I know that sounds probably not like the most fun thing I'm going to say into this microphone ever, but honor authority. Whether that authority is parents, it's teachers, it's school administrators, it's pastors, it's whoever it is in your life, grandparents, extended family. Honor those people who are in authority over you. I would encourage you that if you haven't already, just send out a statement of appreciation to your teachers or your school administration to do that. It's pretty easy to write a quick email, send it to them. You can copy email addresses from your school website and send that to them. Just let them know that you appreciate all the hard work that they put in. Believe me that their job got flipped upside down 3 months ago, and man, they've worked really hard to make those things work for you while trying to obey the guidelines and procedures that the state has handed out and that their bosses have given them. And it's just a crazy world that they're trying to do a job that used to be in person with all of you. It's a crazy world that they're living in. So, we should be expressing appreciation. Understand that your parents are under a lot of stress right now. Dude, I'm a parent with 2 kids. Let me tell you what my life is like. By 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning, I've already gotten text messages from my wife about the updates of what my children have done since I departed. Usually, it's not positive. I'm being real honest. It's not. It's like, there was this horrible sound that I heard in the other room, and then I came in, and they had destroyed something that was on the wall, or they broke this thing, or other stuff that I don't want to mention on the live stream right now. Just horrible things sometimes within an hour or two of me being gone. We can tell you those stories in person another time. It's hard being a parent right now. I never did Common Core. I don't understand Common Core. No thanks. I'm out. You can't carry the 1, dude. You can't carry the 1. Anyway, it doesn't make any sense to me. That's what I'm saying. But it's hard to teach your kids when you don't have that kind of background and that understanding of how to help them through that process. And we're just trying to figure it out. All parents love their kids, and we're trying to figure it out and do the best we can for it. But it's hard right now, man. I know that you guys have probably had at least a little argument with your parents since all this started. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 2, if you want to turn there real quick. You guys have heard this one before. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 2. I'm reading out of the NIV. It says, honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise. So how can we honor our parents when we're quarantined? We can show them some grace. We can show them grace. your parents are tired too, and they may be trying to work from home. I know my wife is, and figure all this stuff out. So show them some grace. And when they're a little grumpy or whatever, man, be nice. Go grab them a cup of ice water. Go grab like their favorite snack, or just leave them alone. That sometimes helps too. And don't snap back at them. You know, honestly, don't snap back. If it feels like they're getting a little chippy with you, and you're like, I didn't even do anything, man, it's not you. Believe me, it's the stress that a lot of us are feeling. And if you can give your parents that grace in that moment, it means a lot to them. I can tell you, it means a lot. You can make a meal for them if you are qualified to do that. My brother wasn't real great at working a microwave at 13, so I don't know how that goes in your house, but obey your parents' rules. If you got to nuke the whole thing, just microwave a meal. Do whatever. Just, get them some fruit. Make a Pop-Tart. Who doesn't love strawberry or cherry Pop-Tarts, right? I'm pretty much into most things that are red. I don't know why. Like strawberry, cherry, what am I forgetting? Raspberry. I like all those things. But get a meal for them. Play a game with them. Hang out with them. Ask them about when you're around your extended family, especially like if you've got grandparents that you're going to see here and there. You can honor the authority in your life by asking them about your family history and stories about when they grew up. It means a lot that parents and grandparents get to pass down those stories and talk to you about your lineage and where you come from and the type of people that help shape them and, in a sense, have also helped shape you. Play games together, do stuff around the house together, all good things to do. But you can honor them by investing in your relationship with them and loving them through this time when they sometimes are maybe just a touch unlovable. Whatever you do, try to invest in loving your parents well and honoring the authority over you. My last point tonight is that I want you to look for the blessings. Now, it may seem crazy to say this, that there can be blessings in all that's going on, but there definitely can be. We've heard, the pastoral staff here at the church, we've heard so many amazing stories about God's faithfulness during this time. It's awesome what God is doing in all of our lives, and that he is showing up each and every day and proving himself. But we might ask ourselves that question sometimes. How is good coming out of what's going on? There's so much good that's coming on, whether that's healthy conversation about what's going on in our world today in regards to race, whether that's a conversation that wouldn't have happened otherwise if you hadn't spent so much time with a sibling or your parents. Lots of great things going on. Your attitude is super important. I got a quick video we're going to show you in just a second about your attitude. I think that's the big highlight tonight, is that we need to look for the blessings and choose to live each and every day with a positive attitude, knowing that God is leading and guiding us. So watch this real quick. We'll be right back. I love that little baby smile. That little kid is hilarious. One funny thing that I thought of when I watched this video the first time was the part where he drops the keys under the porch, and then he looks down, sees them, and smiles. When I was 3 or 4 years old, my family was living in Jefferson, and my mom did a very mom thing. She was carrying groceries and had her purse and keys and everything. And she handed me the keys to our house and said, "Hey, I want you to hold on to these right now. I just need to get the groceries to the door." And she goes, "It's that key right there, and you put it into the slot, and we'll turn it and unlock the door." And I was like, "Okay." I took the keys from my mom, walked over by the door, and while my mom was walking up onto the porch at our house, I looked over and I saw the next door neighbor's dog, and he looked like he really wanted to play. So I gave him something to play with, and I took the keys and I chucked them over the fence and threw them at the neighbor's dog, who grabbed them and went and buried them in the backyard. Great story. But you get to choose each and every day how you handle situations. We need to look for the blessings of different situations, and our attitude will determine the outcome. And that's an important thing to remember. God causes all things to work together for good. That means that he will use this time and everything that's going on that feels negative for good. You can trust him to bring something good out of this strange season in your life. So I want you to think real quick. What are some of the things you've seen as blessings or good things that have come out of this time so far? Because we're still in it. We're going to be in this weird awkwardness probably for a little while longer before we get to our new normal. But what are some of those things that have come out of it so far? I want you to think on that for just a second as I keep talking here. Here are a few things that I thought about. We need to get ourselves balanced. And that's something that I've been working on a lot in my life, like just the time that I'm at work. For you guys, it would be like the time you're spending in school, the time that I'm investing in myself and just feeling like mentally solid for each day, the amount of sleep that I'm getting, all that kind of stuff, time I'm spending with my family or my friends. I'm trying to remain balanced. And just because school's out right now, like, doesn't mean it's time to turn into zombies, okay? I know what summer zombie vibe is, and you don't need to turn into zombies. That doesn't mean you can't have a few days where you're maybe an intern in a church and you sleep until 2 in the afternoon. And that might happen. But for the most part, you want to find balance in your life, okay? Don't let your sleep schedule go all kinds of crazy. Don't let your life get all kinds of weird. Find that balance in your life. Do those things that are healthy. Take care of your needs, all right? Maybe you need to get more rest, read more, get outside, safely get outside, or reconnect with some family or friends. Whatever it is, there are good things that can come out of this time. And then be a blessing to others. You know, we talked about what blessings have come out of this. How have you been a blessing? I challenge that to you today. How have you been a blessing to the people in your life, to your neighbors? Maybe you've got an elderly neighbor that doesn't feel safe to come out of the house. You could be mowing their lawn, helping them out with stuff. Maybe you could be like, hey, mom or dad, could we go get their groceries for them? Could we handle that for them? Maybe they don't have that. We have an 84-year-old neighbor that my kids call Grandma Peggy, and she's a very nice lady, and she can't get out all the time to do yard work and that kind of stuff, or even to bring in the garbage bins sometimes, and so me and the kids will help with some of those things. I've mowed her lawn a few times. We've made sure she had everything she needed, and that her family was getting groceries to her in a timely manner, all that kind of stuff. Maybe we just need to reach out and be a blessing, you know, and I would challenge you that really that's something that God mandates us to do every day, so why should right now be any different? As much as we have been blessed, we should bless others, so go out and do it. I want you to remember that all of this stuff that is going on is going to pass. At some point it is. We're going to be into phase 3 and big groups, and you guys will go back to school, and eventually that'll feel somewhat normal again. You know, there will probably still be some guidelines and things you got to go through. You'll get back into sports. You'll be able to do all this stuff. All this stuff's going to pass. It is. It's going to go to the wayside at some point. We'll figure all this out. We're pretty resilient people. But in all of that, you need to remember to embrace the changes as they come, embrace the stuff that's going on. And the outcome of all that is going on in your life is determined by how you take on those challenges and how you are a blessing to others. That's going to be 100% on you. No one can determine what you do and how you respond to things except for you. And as bad as things get, or as good as they're going, who you are each day and the manner in which you show Christ's love and who he is, that is everything. everything as we try and love on a world that feels in chaos, that feels uncertain. It's all about our response and how well we show Christ to others. That's where they're going to see the church, which is what we are. That's how they're going to see the church, and that's what their perception of the church is going to be, is how we're living our lives each day, how we're being a blessing into the community. So I would just challenge you guys to consider that, to think about that, and think about ways that you can be a blessing. Let's pray right now. We're going to wrap up. Father God, we just thank you for the challenge that comes to us from Ephesians tonight. And God, we just thank you that your word speaks truth each and every day. God, no matter what we're facing right now or what we're feeling right now, as the temperatures heat up and God, we get into summer and these changes start to occur in our lives. We get back into church. We get back to hanging out with people, visiting restaurants and going to clothing stores. Eventually get to go to the movies and all that kind of stuff. God, I just pray that we would not go back to a same old, that God, there would be a new normal in our lives that shows the growth of our relationship with you, that encourages the people around us to deepen their relationship with you and to walk one step closer to you each and every day. God, we just, we love you and we praise you for being with us here tonight. May we go this week and be a blessing to others. Amen. Hey guys, again, 10 a.m. on Sunday. I'm stealing somebody's thunder. I just realized as I said that. But 10 a.m. on Sunday, we're going to be right back here in this building. And here to recap our message tonight and say goodbye is Alexis.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for watching tonight. I know that message from Matt was so awesome, and it was wonderful. And I know I'm completely biased because he was my youth pastor for 4 years, but it's true. One thing I would like to reiterate from that is, in this time, it's okay to take care of yourself. It's okay to take care of your health, your mental health. I know I walked to the store and back today, and I'm pretty sure my neck is sunburned now. But don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that, Thomas. Yeah, it's an hour walk. And yeah, I'm pretty sure my neck is sunburned. But yeah, take care of yourself. One thing that my mom used to say to us as well is, if you look for the helpers and there aren't any, become a helper. So appreciate the people around you. Send that letter, send that email. Appreciate those that are working hard for you. All right, guys. Again, 10 a.m. this Sunday, we're back in church, social distance style. Yeah, hit us up on Instagram, DM us if you're going to come. And look out for our Sunday morning Devo from Sarah this week. That's going to be on the Instagram. All right, I love you guys, and we will see you on Sunday.
All right, I'm about to call Postmates. Does everyone want the fish dinner then? I'll just call a bunch of them.
Jesus is on the way, so maybe just get a couple. He'll take care of it.
Okay, yeah, all right, just get
2 then? 2.
All right, yeah, just 2. We'll just do 2 fish, yeah.
Yeah, maybe 5 loaves of bread with it?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, perfect. Bro, I just got a Venmo request from Judas.
Dude, Jesus just got a blue check mark. How did he get verified? He only has 12 followers. I have way more than that. Dude, David is liking and commenting on every one of Bathsheba's spring break pics. What's he doing? I thought he was supposed to be at work. I don't know, dude. Also, what? Yeah, what? Okay. We can't do that. Dude, I'm on Facebook Marketplace right now. Look at this. Joseph's brothers are selling him. Can you do that? Oh, Job. He's just going on and on. He said he lost everything. Probably gonna get a Kickstarter up soon. Bro, I was talking to Mary and Joseph last week. They're trying to Priceline a hotel in Bethlehem. Couldn't find anything. They ended up having to Airbnb some rustic barn, dude. Brutal. If Noah Instagrams one more time about his DIY project, I'm done. It's too much. He's I'm getting these instructions from heaven. Oh, yeah. Doubt it. Dude. I ain't getting on that boat. Oh, look, another Bachelorette in Sodom and Gomorrah. Seen it. Sin City, we get it. Don't look behind you. You know what I'm saying? Because the... What? Okay, forget it. Dude, are you friends with the prodigal son on Snapchat? Have you seen his stories? He just left his dad's house. He's in another city just losing it. Dude. Insane. Not safe for work. Okay, dude, have you heard from Paul in a while? Maybe he's in prison again? Again? Dude, you want to bite of this? Do I look like Adam to you? Okay. Bro, do you follow the Rich Young Ruler? Is that SoundCloud rapper? No, it's a guy. He's always posting about his house and his cars and stuff. He met Jesus last week. Literally haven't heard from him. It's weird. Dude, Jesus came to town on a donkey. I saw that. Could he not get an Uber? I mean, maybe he was surging. Dude, are you in this group chat with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? I used this fire emoji. They got all offended. Okay, Jonah tweeted he was going deep sea fishing 3 days ago. Have you heard from him? Maybe he doesn't have service? Do you follow Saul? Yeah, what? He changed his username to Paul. What? Bro, do you have locations on for the children of Israel? They're just like wandering around. Literally makes no sense. Have you seen the weather for today? No, what? 50% chance of quail. Weird. Wow. Abram and Isaac posted a selfie that headed the mountains for a little father-son trip. Amazing. What could go wrong? Wait, what's that rope for? Oh my goodness, Lot's daughter's pregnant. She's gonna have a baby. I wonder who the dad is. Too far. Bro, you're following the woman at the well? It's not like that. Check your heart, dude.